welcome back to the Stitchberry Podcast and my YouTube channel. My name is Grace. I'm the crochet designer and maker behind Stitchberry, and I'm so excited to be filming another podcast episode. It has been, I think, a month and a half. Yeah, I think about a month and a half since I last did a podcast episode, so I have lots of things to show you. Of course, I have my coffee. I was not planning on going to get coffee today, but I just needed it. I was lacking so much motivation this morning, and so I just decided to go and get my coffee, and it is delicious. I love a plain vanilla iced latte. Super basic, but super delicious. So, like I said, I have so many things to share with you, and I'm so excited. I have finished some old things. I've started a lot of new things. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I have to show you, which has been on the podcast since the very first episode, is the mulberry wrap. Now, I'm counting this as a finished project because the crocheting is done, and I just now realized I forgot to clip all the ends in this, and I still need to block this. Hopefully I need to do it today. I've been meaning to do it for like 2 weeks. I finished a couple weeks ago, and it is so hard to see it all because it is so long, but this is a design by me, and it is a wrap that kind of has, I like to call them stripes, just because it's not like color stripes, but it's texture stripes. So it kind of goes between just the basic stitch and then this gorgeous stitch design that has these pretty little puff stitches, and I'm obsessed with this. This is my first time using this stitch pattern, and I really want to use it again. I think it would be really pretty as a cardigan. Like, how pretty would that be? Or even in some type of blanket. I would love to do that someday. So I used, sorry, all of my projects are on the floor, so I have to bend down a lot to get them, but I used Alpaca Silk by Hobie, and I don't know the color name, but oh, come on, please focus. I don't know the color name, but this is color number 3, and it is this gorgeous taupe color. It's very cool. Oh, there we go. Like a cool taupe color. I absolutely love it. This is all I have left, and I know it won't be enough to make like a full pair of socks, but I could possibly, I don't know if that'd be enough to make shorties, or if I can just pair it with some other yarn and do that, because I love this color so much. So this is a design by me. I do not know when it will be released. I do have the whole pattern written up. I just need to get photos and do everything else for it. So I would like it to be in August, but I know we're already like over halfway through the month. So it will probably be a September release, which still works great. It's super lightweight, but it's still really warm. So it's something that you could still make. So it's something you can still wear throughout fall and even winter. I would definitely probably be using this as a scarf this winter, really, because I do have other scarves, but I don't really wear them. Something else that I love about this wrap is the versatility of it. You can literally wear this so many ways. It's just one big long rectangle, and you can wear it like a scarf, like wrapped around you. It is wide enough that you can wrap it around your shoulders like this and stay warm in the evening or in the morning, and I think that's really nice. So there are so many ways to wear this, and I can't wait to use it this fall. I just need to block it and trim all of the ends that are throughout this entire wrap. So this is the mulberry wrap. I will probably be showing it one more time on the podcast, just really quickly when I release the pattern. And my next project is another finished object, and it is socks. It is these ribbed socks. I love the ribbing throughout the whole sock. I really want to make more ribbed socks. This is just 3x1 ribbing with a 2x2 cuff. I do wish I'd made the cuff just a little bit longer, but it is what it is. It's not that bad. And then I did the ribbing all the way around the leg until I got to the foot. Then I just did the ribbing on top, just because I don't really want that feeling on the bottom. I want the bottom to be really flat. So I just put one on the blocker because I'm super lazy. And these are going to be a gift for a friend, and I'm very excited to give them to her. This was scrap yarn. This is Cascade Yarn South Pacific. Again, I don't know the colorway. This came from my stash, but I made this exact same pair for myself. The ribbing, everything is exact same, just a little bit of size difference in the leg. I did less rounds for her because I made them exactly the same. We can have matching socks now, which is super fun. Okay, moving on to works in progress. So this one is another one that has been on the podcast since the beginning. It's something that I've been working on since May, off and on, and I honestly haven't worked on it in a week or two because I've been working on another project, which I will show you later. But I have made so much progress, so it doesn't really matter. It actually looks like what it's supposed to. So this is the Ella tank top. This is the first panel. It looks super small because it's just the stockinette and it has the sides rolled in, but once I block that, it looks quite a bit bigger. So the last time you saw this, I was all the way down here. So I just had a couple inches of, this is a couple inches of the body done, and I have worked the rest of the body, and then I split for the top, and I'm so excited that it finally looks like something. So this will be the front, and I also started on the back too. I'm not super far, just maybe about 4 or so inches. And with the back, so in the pattern, and this pattern is the Ella tank top by Madison Marie. It has you do the exact same thing for the front and the back. I don't think I want the V, at least a V that goes super low on the back. So right now I'm thinking of knitting all the way up until maybe about a few inches before I get to the top, just straight, and then doing some more rapid decreases on the sides so I can get to, I think it's like 10 stitches or something that are right here, so that I can seam it and it has a nice clean seam. And so then in the back, the idea is it's kind of going to be like a little bit of a scoop just to shape it around the neck, just because I just don't really think I want the V in the back. So we'll see what I decide to do. And but yeah, I'm super happy with this now that summer's basically over for a knitter and crocheter. I'm not as motivated to work on this. I made a lot of progress by finishing one and then starting another, but I'm just feeling all of the fall and winter crocheting and knitting. So this is kind of just going to be one of those things that I work on when I just need something super easy to work on, because I don't think I'll really be able to wear it this year. I could still wear it in the fall and just like wear a cardigan or something over it, so that could still work. or possibly wear as like a vest. That could also work. We'll see, and like wear like a long sleeve underneath. We'll see. Yeah, I'm in no rush to finish it. This isn't like a design or something that has a deadline, so I'm just working on it when I can. So there is the Ella tank top. Now moving on to another pair of socks, and I'm laughing because I'm literally in the middle of a row and in an awful spot, but I am making my first shorty pair of socks. I'm so excited. I'm using my Evermore socks, or sorry, Evermore yarn by Sorella Yarn that came in a sock set with Gold Rush, which was from her Greatest Hits collection, which was originally from her Taylor Swift collection from last August. So I made my Evermore pair of socks and I love them so much, and because I love this gorgeous yarn, I love how it has so many colors, but I'm trying to get it to focus. It almost gets there and then it doesn't. Oh. Oh well, I tried, sorry. It has so many colors in it, but they're all more muted, and I think that's what I like about it, because I'm not huge on color. In case you can't tell, I don't like a lot of color, but when I do, I like it to be a little bit more muted. So this is perfect, and I didn't want to waste any of this yarn because I had quite a bit left over from my socks. So I decided I was going to try and make a pair of shorty socks. I'm not super far, and I'm literally in the middle of a row right now. I honestly haven't even worked on these in probably not quite a week. It's probably been like 5 or 6 days since I've worked on these, again because I've just been so hyper focused on another project. But I'm not only making shorty socks for the first time, but I'm also doing a heel, flap, and gusset heel but I'm also trying out a different type of heel. All of the socks I've made up to this point, I've used the Afterthought heel method, which I love, but I've just been wanting to try something else and see how these fit. And so even though these are super quick to work up, they are taking a little bit longer because I have to figure out how to do the heel, flap, and gusset. I've been using a tutorial by the Crazy Sock Lady. I will try to have that linked down below, the tutorial that I'm using. It's for the video, it's for how to do an entire sock, but I'm just watching the part on how to do this part. So hopefully there'll be a little bit more progress. I might be going with my sister to see a movie this weekend, so I kind of need to get through the heel and the flap and gusset, and so then I can be working on the foot during the movie, because I obviously can't, this is too much to work on in the dark. But if I just get to the stockinette part, then I can do that in the dark. So I really need to work on this today, but I just have not wanted to work on anything else other than the whip that I'm about to show you right now. I'm so excited to show you. I have it in my farmhouse basket, which is a design by me. I love this so much. This design will always have a very special place in my heart because it was not only one of my first designs, but it was also my first design that actually like sold quite a bit. Like, it was my most popular pattern for the longest time, like for at least 2 years, and I was doing a lot of designs, and so like pretty much all I sold my first 2 years of pattern designing was this basket. And so I love it so much. It is the perfect basket for storing bigger whips. I'm like literally so excited. If you saw my first podcast episode, because I honestly really didn't have that much to share, I did share a whip that I'd started I think in February or January for this top-down yoke sweater that I hadn't worked on in a while, but I wanted to pick it back up again and finish it. And obviously I was planning on picking it up in like May, but I had to work on other projects, so it got put to the side until not quite 2 weeks ago. It's been a little over a week, I think, since I pulled this back out again, but it is literally my favorite thing to work on right now, and I've made so much progress on it. So here, let me put this down. It's so cute. So this is what it looks like right now. It actually looks like a sweater because when I pulled it out from having worked on it last February, I think that was the last time I worked on it, I wasn't even all the way through the yoke yet, so it was just the neckline and then kind of a square. I'll put a picture up on the screen of what that looked like, but I've made so much progress on this. So this stitch marker is where I was when I started it back up again. And again, this is top down, and so there's a few more rounds all the way around, which towards the end, not gonna lie, it kind of takes forever to get through a row. So that was a lot of progress, just like the inch and a half of the yoke all the way around. And then I joined at the sides, and now I'm just going in the round down the sweater. And I actually tried this on this morning and getting very close to the bottom. It's still fairly cropped, but I don't want something super duper long. And I'm also going to be adding ribbing. I think I'm going to do, because this is a fold, like this is a double brim, so I'm not going to do that on the bottom, and I don't think I'm going to do it for the sleeves, but I would like to do like this width on the bottom and for the sleeves, just to make it really uniform. So I do have to remember that goes on the bottom, and again, because I don't want it super long, like this isn't something that I'm going to wear with leggings or something, it will be totally fine. I only need a couple more inches of what I'm doing right now, but this has been so much fun. It's so repetitive, so easy. Like I've literally just been going in around for like 7 inches. So this has been super fun. Once I get done with the bottom, then I'm going to add the sleeves, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited for this sweater and to wear it this year, and it is one of my designs, so I'm hoping really hard I can release it in September, because I want you guys to be able to make it in time to still wear it this year. And because I'm loving it so much, I'm already debating making another one, which I don't do, especially with garments. Like I don't make the same thing twice, but like I love this so much. I'm thinking about either doing stripes or something, or even doing like a bulkier version. I think that that would be super duper fun. The yarn I'm using is Andean Treasure by We Crochet. This is a sport weight, and this is Cherry Blossom Heather. It's this gorgeous pink. I love this pink color. As I've already established, I'm not big on color, and I don't crochet with a lot of color or knit, but like this color makes the exception. I do love how it's more muted, and it's so gorgeous, and it's so soft. It's 100% baby alpaca, and so it is so soft, and yeah, I'm so excited. I wouldn't be surprised if by the next podcast episode this is completely finished, because it's really all I've been working on. And because this is my first top-down sweater, it's amazing not have to do like any seaming or anything, because all of the other ones I made are, you know, you make the back and then you make the 2 front panels or the front panel, you seam those together, and then maybe the sleeve is worked bottom up and so you have to seam that. And so this is literally changing my life, and yeah, can you tell? I'm so excited, and I cannot wait to finish it and wear it. And my last whip is something that I'm making for my aunt. She saw these and then she asked if I could make some for her. They're a little bit of a hot mess. They look kind of scary, but I am making my darling plaid pot holders for her. This is a pattern by me, and I will link the pattern down below. It is super easy, and it's worked in the round and then folded down like this, so it's like double the thickness, and so it works really well as a hot pad because you don't burn your hand or anything like that. So you do the base in one color, and then you add the surface crochet plaid detail on top of that. I've made quite a few designs under kind of like the Darlin Plaid name. I've done like a tea towel, washcloths, a pillow, and then these. I think that's it. I really should make some more things with this, but she wanted 3, and there's like so many ends. It's so chaotic. It's really, especially with the pot holders, is not bad at all, because I just have to make sure all of these ends are in the inside. So like all of the ones that are on the outside, I'm just gonna use a tapestry needle and pull it through into the inside, and then I can seam the sides. And yeah, and then so it looks scary because there's literally so many ends, like so many ends, but it's really not that bad, because I don't even really have to weave them in. So I'm so close to finishing these. I just need to fasten off the sides and then add like a little loop or whatever it's called, so it can be like hung or something, and then they will be all done and I can give those to her. I don't have any new yarn to show. I do have some yarn coming that will be here literally any day. I am so excited about. I'm hoping to do like a preparing for fall / planning for fall video and kind of sharing my plans more in that video, and kind of sharing some things that I'll be doing and using. So I will be including that yarn in that video. I'm so excited. Like anytime it sounds like someone is coming to my house, like I'm checking, because like I just can't wait for the yarn. Hopefully it comes either today or tomorrow or sometime next week, because what can I say? I'm just so excited. So I don't have any new yarn to share. I've really been trying to work through my stash and what I have. That's why like pretty much all of my socks and things I use scrap yarn, which like that's my favorite project to do. And I'm really trying to decrease my stash, which I might be talking a little bit more about that in the fall planning video. But I have been doing some other crafting, and the first one is, lately I've been really obsessed with my Cricut, which is, if you don't know what a Cricut is, it does a lot of things where it can like cut out designs and things like that, and that's an awful way to explain it, but you'll see what I mean. I've been buying these glasses on Amazon and then using the Cricut to cut out these designs with vinyl and then applying them to the glass. This is my 4th one. I was way too lazy to get the other 3 glasses that I've done, so I will put a picture up. And this one was the only one that was like in my room with all my other projects. So this is the one you get to see, I guess live or in person, and it has little monstera leaves on it. This is for my friend who's also getting those socks, and I'm so excited to give it to her. She is going to love this. And yeah, I've been on a kick with my Cricut. I have 1 more glass. I bought a thing of 6 glasses, so no, I have 2 more of these glasses that I can do designs on, which I'm so excited about. And I don't know what to do on the other 2. I kind of want to do like something relating to coffee because I love using these for coffee, but I don't know, we shall see. Lastly, I made another project bag. You've probably seen this one quite a bit, that I made and I'm in love with. The pattern, I forget the name of this pattern. I bought it off Etsy. I will have it linked. But the pattern comes with 2 sizes. This is the small one, which I love this one for socks and smaller projects. But I wanted to make the bigger size, and this is, here, let me do this so you can see the design. So pretty. I have my Ella tank top in here, and it works really well for like this small garment. Like, it holds it really well. And yeah, this bag will be great for those bigger projects and also crochet projects, just because I feel like crochet projects, they take up more room. I don't know if that's just me or the projects that I'm specifically working on. So, because like, I don't know how well a crochet tank top, it would probably fit in here. It would, but it wouldn't be as roomy as this one is. So it is a drawstring, which is my favorite. And yeah, this was also some scrap fabric that I had, and I'm really excited to be using it. So I definitely will be making a lot more, just because I really like these for when I'm going out and about and those slightly smaller projects. Like I said, I love these baskets, these crochet baskets for the bigger projects, and the ones that I don't necessarily take with me different places. Now, I will take this to my sister's house just because it's pretty easy. It's still easy to tote around, but if I'm going like other places, then I like to take these bags, and they fit really well in my tote bag that I like to carry around. So plans and goals. Plans wise, I know in the last podcast I said that I wanted to sit down and plan. I didn't really have that dedicated time to like do everything all at once, but I did it over several days, and I feel much better about going into the rest of the year with designs and content wise. I feel really good about that, and I'm really excited for you guys to see everything that I've been planning and coming up with. Other than the knitted tank top, pretty much, and doing socks, pretty much everything else that I'll be doing this year as of right now is designs, which I'm so excited about. I think I've planned out the rest of my year with designs. That could change a little bit, but right now it's looking good, and I'm so excited for you guys to see what I have planned. Again, with that fall planning slash my ideas and things like that, I think I might share a little bit more in that video, so be on the lookout for that. And reading, I have not done much reading lately, which is totally fine. Yeah, July was just a really weird month. It was weird going from June, where I read 9 books, to July, where I think I just got through 1 audiobook, which is totally fine. And that kind of non-existent momentum of reading went into August. But like, I really miss reading, but I just didn't have the motivation, and so I finally went to the library yesterday and I got a couple of books. One that I've been really highly anticipating reading. It is the new thriller book by Riley Sager. What's it called? The House Across the Lake. I started that yesterday and I'm like 50 pages in and it's really good, and I think because of that book my reading momentum is finally back. And I also picked up a Kristen Hanna. I was gonna say Hannah Kristen, that wasn't right. Kristen Hanna book. She is one of my favorite authors of all time, and I love her books so much, and so I knew picking up one of her books that I haven't read before would also help me getting back into reading. And so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with reading. Hopefully in the next podcast episode I will be able to talk a little bit more about recent books that I've read. And so yeah. Oh, and something else to go with reading is, as a part of my planning for the rest of the year with Stitchberry, I also created a physical fall reading list. Sometimes I like having lists of books I like to read in a specific month. Sometimes I just go with it. I think because I've been struggling to read, I want some structure of specific books and things that I would like to read. And so I made a list which included the Riley Sager book and the Kristen Hanna book. And I think being able to check off those books in there on that list will really help with my motivation, and also gives me like, okay, this is what I'm reading next. And I also was very specific about picking books that I know that I could get through and that I could read. And so yeah, I would love to know what you guys are working on or books that you're reading in the comments down below. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode with all of the new projects and finished projects. And yeah, and if you want a little bit more behind the scenes or more day-to-day content, be sure to follow me on Instagram, and I share more over there on a daily basis. And I hope you all have a lovely day.